Smell it. Smells like new equipment. You guessed it, or maybe you didn't guess it. The Ryobi ONE 45-watt hybrid soldering station. Lovey, I'll be unboxing the soldering station. Hold all of my calls. Special shout out to my good buddy David Nicholas, who runs the Ryobi Rebels page on Facebook and has his own YouTube channel. Be sure to check it out at some point when you get a chance. And he is a huge Ryobi fan. Anywho, we're going to unbox this baby, plug a battery into it, see how it performs. So, let's get started. Soldering iron here, soldering station, and I've got a fresh 4 amp hour lithium 18 volt battery. We're going to go ahead and plug this in once we get it opened up and see what we got. Alright, so first things first, I guess we should turn it on the side here. It seems to be packaged pretty well. Looks good. As you can see, it's packed in there nice, and you get that little Ryobi green as soon as you open the box. Yep. It smells like plastic. Alright, let's take this baby out. Instructions. Yeah, won't need those. I'm kidding. We'll reference them at some point, I'm sure. Anyway, so again, as you can see here, everything is packed pretty well. Alright, we've got some extra tips and the sponge, and it looks like the soldering pencil holder spring, which we'll open that up in a minute. Alright. Triple double bagged for freshness to lock in the flavor. Alright, so first impression when I take this thing out of the box is it's got some good substance to it. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel too lightweight. I mean, it's not like heavy where you can't lift it. Yeah, it's got the temperature control knob here. And in the back, as you can see, it is hybrid. So if you run out of battery, you can always plug an extension cord in there and actually run this baby on good old-fashioned electricity right out of the wall or out of the generator, whatever might be your situation. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that stuff off of here. Alright, so we've got the little extra thingamabobs here. Again, this is the soldering pencil holder spring, and if I'm not mistaken, that goes right here. We're going to put that down there, rotate it in, nice and solid. Pretty seems like a pretty heavy-duty feeling tip too. That's good. It does come with an extra tip. Oh look, they even give you a little bit of solder to get you started. How about that? Alright, so there's our extra tip. It's a little bit of a flatter tip. It says this soldering gun goes up to, or soldering pencil goes up to 900 degrees. I'm not sure what a regular soldering iron does, but that seems pretty hot. Alright, so they ship this little sponge too, which is like really flat. So I'm assuming once you hit this with a little liquid, it will actually it'll actually thicken up a little bit. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I just happen to have a little water here on the side. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we give it some water. Just kidding about the instructions. I'm sure, like I said, at some point we will take a look at those. All right. Make sure the cup's nice and clean. And a little bit of water. Yes, you heard correctly. The water is carbonated. I don't think that'll matter. Oh, there we go. Yep, I was right. Thickens up very nicely. So we'll squeeze the excess out of there and put it right in the appropriate space. Cool. All right. Well, it looks like all that's left now is to put the battery in. Nice. Like how it sits in there. It's got this this shank here on the end by the handle. It's nice feeling handle. It's got whoa, whoa, hey! Oh, it's getting away from me, all the power. Anyway, it's got a nice rubberized handle like all the rest of the Ryobi tools. So really good non-slip experience. And then, like I said, that shank keeps it right there in the spring without the iron actually touching the spring down here on the end. So, alrighty, well, let's put a battery in it. The moment I've all been waiting for. Power. In we go. And turn the dial. This, of course, is where the instructions probably would have come in handy, because there's probably a power switch somewhere that I'm missing. You just push down the dial. So once again here, we've got a power knob here that actually, the power switch to turn it on is built into the knob. You just press it down and the light turns green. If it flashes orange, it's in power save mode or energy save mode. And then all we have to do to heat this up to the temperature that we want is rotate this switch here, or this dial. Just rotate the dial. And when you get it up to the temperature that you want, I've got it maxed out at 900 degrees. The light goes orange while it's heating up, and then green when it's ready. Actually comes up to heat pretty quickly. I'm actually quite impressed. Well, check it out. We've got a little caddy here to store our extra tips so we don't lose them. I wonder if maybe we should store these face down, because, no, face up. Actually, it makes sense to store them face up just so we can see which tip is which. So I went to clean the tip a little bit and I noticed that it's actually pre-tinned, which is also a nice touch. It's ready to go right out of the box. Well, that's it. It seems to have done an excellent job at soldering exactly where I wanted it to solder. The solder joint looks great. Obviously did a wonderful job. I soldered with a battery-powered soldering iron. First for me. So, yeah, 45-watt Ryobi hybrid soldering station, which is really cool because obviously not only can you use your batteries, but also the fact that it will plug into the wall if you don't have a battery that's charged. The cool thing about this for me is doing what I do with my crafts and things here is I can solder on location. If I'm at a show or a convention and something needs fixing, we can take this baby right with us and do it right on the spot. So, you know, like I said, we'll see how it performs over time. But if it's like anything else that I've experienced Ryobi, it should do a great job. This is James with Laughing Dragon Foundries. As always, keep your glue hot and your hopes high. We'll see you next time.